I answer this question a lot on here. So why don't I give the floor to you? Are you okay with not getting married? And we answer part of the kids' question. So we'll start with marriage. Are you okay with not getting married?
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
I know you're going to find this hard to believe. My phone is low battery. Welcome to the pregame. We've got a special guest this week. For those of you that are just listening to the podcast, it is Stephen Henry Kinderi. Will be joining us not only for the pregame, but for the full-length episode of the Calm Down podcast because our girl, Erin, is over filling in on Jenna and Friends on NBC. We love that. Today's show, excitement. But Steve, thank you for being here.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate coming off the bench for this. I'm extremely excited.
We are thrilled to have you. But in all,
Thank you.
all jokes aside, Steve said to me this morning, you guys, as we were driving back from the ranch, I was like, all right, so we'll just record the episode at 2:00. And he goes, well, hold on. I'm going to the recording studio, the podcast studio. And I go, what podcast studio are you going to? He is currently, why don't you tell everybody where you're at?
Yeah, as most of you know, and thousands of you have been asking, Jared and I are starting a podcast called the Plus Ones Podcast. So, of course, with that, we're going to do things right. And we just finished the build out on our podcast studio. So we're very excited about it. We can't wait to show it off for the first episode, which is coming maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe the year after. We're not sure yet. So...
Okay, none of that is true. They are not actually starting the podcast. There's no build out for it. You are in a conference room in some random office building, making it look like you're at a podcast studio. God, you're great. Okay, I love you. Here we go. So Steve, I'm not sure if you're familiar with how the pregame works.
Oh, are you kidding me? This is the only podcast I listen to.
Okay, I love that. Thank you. Great answer. You're already off to a good start.
Yeah.
So we have incredible listeners / viewers because some people consume this medium on YouTube, which we love, and over clips. So people send in questions. Now, Ryan, our wonderful producer, and Kurt as well, sent out some questions and asked people to write in. What are you sipping on? A Chardonnay?
I wish.
Sauv Blanc?
It's Spritz season.
Oh, it is. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Some people went back to school, not this guy. Okay, here's the first question. Are you ready? It comes from WN Sumke. I get all of these wrong, so just roll with it. I apologize to the individual that wrote in. Question is, what does Steve do for a living? Take it away, Steve.
Oh, well, thank you for writing in, WN Sanke. Huge fan. Steve, myself, I own a company called Summit House. I have three amazing business partners, Roman, Carson, and Dan. And at Summit House, we own and operate 7 different specialized creative agencies. So they all have individual teams. We all work together. We started it about 8 years ago. We do amazing work across the spectrum, from design to production to social to you name it. So that's what Steve does. I also take care of Willis and Daisy. In my off time.
And all the other animals at the ranch.
And all the other animals at Ruby Ranch.
I will say we've been together for 3 years now, and I had my first production experience with your company this past weekend. We shot something up at Ruby Ranch. So I got to see like in person how your whole operation runs. And I will say, Steve, I was very, very impressed with your company, with your employees, shout out Montana, and everything that goes into that. So I know you work very hard. So very proud to watch that all unfold. And thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it. If you could leave a review on Yelp, those go a long way. So
already have. I know you're big into the 5-star ratings.
Yep. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Kara Kendrick, 1. Next question is, what was your first impression of me? Well, Kara, I'm dying to hear this. I'm going to sit back and listen. First impression of me was what?
First impression of you? Well, man, that's a loaded question.
Don't laugh. What does that mean?
Like the first time we met?
Yeah, your first impression of me.
Yeah. I thought you were beautiful, very, very confident, which I love. Um, and I don't know, you seemed fun. I remember, uh, yeah, a lot about that night. You seemed like you were a lot of fun. So, and
Here we
again,
go. After which espresso martini are you referring to?
the second or
He's answering it so I don't get pissed. 13th. Okay, J.R. Zuver. Thank you. That's very nice of you. J.R. Zuver, what is your favorite thing to do as a couple? Even wrote, keep it clean, kids. It's a family show.
Oh,
Favorite thing.
gotcha.
Favorite
This
thing.
isn't
Okay.
Calm Down After Dark. I thought I signed up for Calm Down After Dark.
No, but see if there's
Oh,
any room in that podcast studio for that. We'll add that to our
okay. Yeah, perfect. But yeah,
our
there is.
resume.
Yeah, for sure.
So since I can, I'll start on this one. Favorite thing to do as a couple, I would say a lot of it depends on the season that it is. Because during football season, when I travel a lot, all I want to do is when I get home is just lay on the couch with you, watch TV, hang out with the dogs, or just be kind of home and not doing anything. I think when it's not football season, like I loved traveling this off
Yep.
season with you. Love anything at the ranch. That comes with an asterisk because there's some things. And when Steve messes up at the ranch, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't ever want you coming here. That's few and far between. But I would say, yeah, just spending time together is my favorite thing to do with you. And again, if it's a specific thing, I also like, you don't know this, I also like the car ride with you to and from the ranch, because then you're stuck in the car with me for 3.5 hours and you're forced, we're forced to talk to each other. We're not on our phones. We're like, it's a communication. Well, sometimes I fall asleep, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I was
we're
gonna
in,
say
we're-
every single time halfway through you're snoring. So I guess I'm not
but
too
you know what I
interesting.
mean?
But
It's that. And I also enjoy, we've added something new into our relationship called coffee conversations, which
oh
take
yeah,
place.
this is great. This could be my new favorite. This could be my new favorite thing to do together.
So Steve is always on his phone. Always. And I understand you own your own companies, so there's a lot of moving parts. You're the boss. You've got to be like dialed in on things. That's fine. But the phone is attached to your hand a lot. So we have a space in our house that's right above me called the no phone zone. And there's a couch and you're not in chairs and you're not allowed to bring your phone in that area. So I love that. So taking that
Oh,
same
time out.
philosophy.
You can't even have your phone in. It's not like you put your
No,
phone
yeah,
down
true.
next to you in the zone. It's no phones allowed in the zone. In the
No
no phone
phone zone.
Yeah, you got to keep it outside
Exactly.
of the zone.
So we took that idea and then created the coffee conversations where in the morning, each have coffee. You're not a big coffee drinker, so you have an energy drink, whatever. And then we chat, and I really enjoy that. And I want to be more consistent about that too, because we've both been traveling independently.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what I enjoy doing. Are we all out of time? Did I answer?
Yeah, I think we're out of time. That was
Oh my
really.
God.
I'm glad to know you enjoy so many different things with me. This is
Well, we're only 3 minutes
great.
into this
Can I
podcast
come on
recording.
more often? We don't even have to record it. Can we just ask each other questions?
This is in fact the coffee conversation.
Yeah,
Here it
this is
is.
great. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to do with me?
My favorite thing to do with you is I love traveling. I mean, same. I love relaxing. When we're both worn out, I love that. Just spending time together. You're my best friend, so
Cute,
I
Steve.
enjoy just spending time. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We could be, taking the trash out. I enjoy it. Except
That's
when
not
you're like
true.
really tired. Except when you're really tired, then like
What?
I just.
No,
You just get like
you know what that is?
tired, and you get when you're
No.
really tired. Doesn't
Bitchy?
happen very often.
No, I'm gonna add
I
to
didn't
this.
say it. I didn't say that.
I know you didn't say it. You don't have to say it. It's implied. We know what you're thinking.
No.
Two things on that. One is you don't let me take the trash out. Whenever I go to get the trash, she goes, "What are we doing here?" And that's very much like your job. So you're good about that.
No, thank you.
And the other thing is, from the time I was very young, I would fall asleep on the couch. Ask my parents this. Steve, you know this about me. I love falling asleep on the couch. It's like so
Yeah.
comfortable. And it's like, don't wake me up. It's like a baby. Don't ever
Yeah.
wake up a sleeping
Yeah.
baby. If I've fallen asleep there, it's because I'm so relaxed and I'm just like, I'm good. I don't need to then have somebody wake me up and be like, go upstairs, go to bed. My dad used to try to do that. I mean, no, it didn't work. So I'd get pissed. I'd be like, why did you wake me up? I was so comfortable. So Steve, I have told over and over again, if I'm sleeping on the couch, just let me sleep there. And you're still not getting it. We're 3 years in and you still try to wake me up.
It changes every night because some nights, I just leave her there and then it's like, well, why'd you leave me down there? And I'm like, you told me to. And then other nights I wake her up and she's like, why are you waking me up? So I can't win here. I can't win. And if anybody has any...
True. That's not true. I say to you, you ask me before I fall asleep on the couch, is tonight a night that you want me to leave you down here or not leave you down here? To which I say, leave me sometimes and sometimes no.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's another question. Puzzled K. One bad habit he wants to drop, he being you, and one good habit he picked up or is trying to pick up. Okay, so you answer the question. What is one bad habit that you want to drop, and what's one good habit that you have picked up or you're trying to pick up?
One bad habit I want to drop. I say yes to too many things.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a habit, but I say yes to too many things, and sometimes I just can't do them all. So some of them fall through the cracks. So I think maybe saying less to things more, saying yes less
saying
to things
less
more.
to yes. Saying less to yes.
Yeah, I might get that tattooed on my forearm. Yeah, so that I think, when you just kind of say yes to too many things and things fall through the cracks, it doesn't feel good on any side. That's probably your biggest pet peeve, if I had to guess, but who knows? That's just my guess with that. And then a habit I've picked up that I enjoy, what is the question? A habit I picked up that I...
One habit that you want to drop. So you answered that. One habit you picked up or you're trying to pick up.
Habit I picked up. Making the bed every single morning is something that is a really great habit to have for anyone at any age. But there's some mornings that you just
Okay. What? Keep going.
You got you're rushed. You woke up late. You got stuff going on. You're nervous about a meeting or a thing or the gardener's there, whatever, so you just kind of forget.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I'm going to interject on this one real quick. So there was an episode of this podcast with Erin and I where we talked about things that we do when our significant other is gone, right? She said she orders certain food that has onions or garlic in it and she doesn't have to care if she kisses Jared or something like that. I said that I don't make the bed and I just throw shit all over the house when you're gone because I shouldn't have revealed this because now you know, but I do that because when you are here, I'm very, very much I grew up every morning you have to make your bed before you go to school. And I think it's a good way to start the day. If you don't start the day having a, organized house and bedroom and all that kind of stuff, what does your life look like? But when you walk out the door, all hell breaks loose. And I feel like I'm a bachelorette that just gets to do whatever the hell she wants around here. So that I've had people come up to me and be like, I do the same thing, which by your own admission, I asked Steve one day, you guys, I said, okay, well, now that you know that I do that I just don't pick up around here when you're gone or the bed, what's something that you do at this house when I'm not around? You know what he said? He said, when I go to get ice out of the freezer and I drop a few cubes, I just kick them underneath the refrigerator.
Who doesn't do that?
What? What do you mean? So there's just a huge water puddle underneath the refrigerator that's just eroding the hardwood floor, and God knows what's going on out there because Steve's just, playing soccer with the ice cubes underneath the freezer. That's
I've
wild.
been doing that since I was a kid. I feel like that's a thing. And maybe I'm weird and I'm the only one that does that, but there has to be other people there that just, you kick them under there and they disappear and you never see them again. You don't see the water. You don't see it. They're gone.
What else do you do? Come on, this is a safe space. I've been very open on this point. This is your chance to, reveal some and I will say, here's the disclaimer: without judgment. I won't hold it against you. When this podcast is over, I won't bring it up later and be like, well, remember the time that you okay, so what else do you do around here when I'm gone? Which I'm gone a lot during football season. So who the hell knows what goes on around here?
I don't know. I mean, that's a big one. I don't know if that's a big one. That's probably a small one in the grand scheme of things. But
okay, I'll start prompting you with questions since I know what goes on around here. Do you put so women, and you know what, maybe some men too. Remember the scene in Along Came Polly, like all the pillows on the bed. I also have a lot of pillows on the couch. And to Steve's credit, he's never brought up all the excessive pillows. He hasn't. So I appreciate that. But I have a very specific way that I like the couch organized. If some pillows go in a certain direction, this is the interior designer in me. I like the color scheme to be a certain way. The blanket hangs over a certain way. The couch cushions, the whole thing. So when I'm not here, do you put the couch back together every day?
Yeah, I do, because it bothers me when it's not. So yeah,
okay,
I do that. Pillow orientation might not be right. I usually orient that to my comfortability. Some of those are decorative pillows and extremely uncomfortable. So I kind of leave the comfortable ones in the spots that I know I'm going to need them later. So
okay,
if sue me.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. The other thing I
walk by packages a lot. If I'm doing something and there's a package out front, I'm just like, I don't feel like picking that up right now. I just don't. No. And I look at it to see if it's important or perishable. If it's perishable, I'll bring it inside. If it's not, these people that send us meat, it's like, hey, have a good year.
Whoa, people
that send frozen meat to the house, it's insane. Hey, happy holidays. Here's a steak from Omaha Steaks, or good luck this football season. Here's a turkey. Come on, we don't have any more room for any more meat. We're full of meat. So anybody listening that sends the meat to the house, we're good. Thank you.
Here's the line. Pause. I guess you say we're full of meat. Pause. That's very funny. No wonder half the packages are missing. Sarah, if you're listening, the shit that you sent to the house, this probably just been stolen by the neighbors.
What did I just ordered a lovely new sign to alert all of the delivery people, stop leaving the packages outside of the gate. I thought that was a really nice addition. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, well, I will say that.
Those guys are getting lazy. Which when they're delivering 10 to 12 packages a day to the house, I understand why they probably don't like our house very much. But
I love the FedEx guy. He's great. He loves football.
He's a nice guy.
But thank you for admitting that. This is a safe this is a safe space. Yeah. Okay. Laura M. Klung says, my husband and I are child-free by choice. What's your favorite part of being child-free? Thank you, Laura, for that question. Do you want me to start?
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was lovely.
Yeah, was Laura.
Nice. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being child-free, Steve?
My favorite thing about being child-free is our freedom. I feel like you and I get to do,
God bless America.
Yeah, whatever we want, whenever we want, which I really do enjoy. I feel like if we didn't enjoy each other so much, I'll speak for you there, so you don't have to answer that.
I love you.
Yeah, I know you do. I love you too. Yeah, just the freedom to do whatever we want. If we want to pick up and go to Vegas for the night, we're going to Vegas. If we want to do nothing, we don't have to do anything. We're not running. Yeah. So I think that's probably my favorite part.
Freedom's good.
Also, I feel like if we had a kid, I feel like I'd have to split my love in half. So I'd half would have to go to the kid, and so I enjoy just giving it all to you. I just don't feel like Steve. I need to split it. So yeah,
that's nice.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
adorable.
that.
In your fake podcast studio. That's very, very sweet. I agree. I echo that sentiment that freedom is number one, and I also think that. And any parent would say this, and I'll speak from the child of parents that even still worry about me at the age of 43. The worry, the stress, the fear that something bad is going to happen. That's a lot of emotion that is allocated towards when you have children, that you're always going to worry about them. And that creates a lot of tension within the marriage or the relationship, and also different parenting styles. Like there's so many variables and different things that go into having kids that create stress that we don't have. Like you and I don't have to worry about talking if we want to, let our kid have a cell phone or not have a cell phone. We don't have to worry about, are we going to let Johnny walk to the bus station by himself or not? Like there's so many things that we don't have to stress about because we don't have kids. Number one, the safety or, any of those kinds of things. So I think being less stress-free is a big one. And then, I agree with you on the love part, because let's be honest, if I have a child, that's going to be something that I'm spending a lot of time and energy and love on, and I get to give that all to you.
Well, is today Christmas or is today Christmas?
Happy holidays,
Man.
But actually, since we're on that subject, I think, because this is our podcast, mine, that I'm allowing you to be a part of today, and thank you so much for being here.
If you would have told me I'd be stepping in for the greatest sideline reporter of all time on her own show when I was a little boy, I'd say, yeah, right.
Speaking of which, boy, because you're a lot younger than Erin and I. So there's that. I think if that's what you're getting at, you're correct. You are younger than me and Erin. No, I get asked a lot, and I know you do too. In fact, I got asked this weekend by our wonderful director of the shoot that we had, when I'm going to make an honest man out of you. So we get asked about marriage and we get asked about kids very often, which...
what does that mean? Does that saying mean you have kids?
Like make an honest man out of you, when are you going to marry Steve, so that you're off, you're not available, you're not on the market anymore because you're taken by being married to me. Well, it's just an expression. No, you're
okay,
taken.
Okay.
You're taken. No, it's just an expression, but it is a question that we both get a lot.
Every single day.
Correct. So since we have this platform, and I speak about it, at length, because a lot of questions, oh boy, here we go. I always wanted you to propose from a conference room in Studio City.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay. All right. Yep.
You got to ask. You got to ask the question.
Yeah, I was going
don't
to.
Jinx it.
I had a whole thing planned. I'm nervous.
Okay. Well, that's the next to the Jumbotron, a conference room in Studio City is my favorite way to be proposed to.
Studio City? Where's Studio City? Whatever. Keep going.
Studio City. Oh, that's right. I have to remember you haven't lived in Los Angeles that long. Okay.
Yeah.
As somebody who used to drive to Burbank every day to go work at Extra, Studio City is right over there. All right. I digress. We get asked about children and we get asked about being married a lot. Why don't you answer this question? It's not on the pregame question. Also, how much do I love you? You're my screensaver. Cute. It's a great picture.
Cute.
So is it going to be weird if one day you're not the screensaver and then you're going to think I'm mad at you?
When I saw that, I was like, well, if I'm not anymore, do I ask if...
Yeah, oh, man. I hadn't thought about that. Now you're forever my screensaver because
it's okay. You just
this has been a couple months run. That's long for me, considering that I have.
That's good.
Okay. I was going to say, because I have ADD. Speaking of ADD, staying on task with the question. I answer this question a lot on here. So why don't I give the floor to you? Are you okay with not getting married? And we answer part of the kids' question. So we'll start with marriage. Are you okay with not getting married?
Yeah. We've discussed this.
I know, but we're discussing it now in this setting.
Yeah. I am. If I wasn't, I would be vocal about it. I'm never I'm never short of words. So yeah, if it was something that really bothered me, I would say this is what I need, but I don't.
Why are you okay with not being married?
I think the same reason that you always vocalize, I don't need a piece of paper to wake up and love you every day. I don't know what would change. When people ask, I'm we're pretty much married anyway. I don't know what would change, except we'd spend a lot of money on a wedding and sign a piece of paper. So maybe we have a party one day and anybody that has asked can, come and put their fears to rest that we're not going to get married and just have a party so everyone can enjoy that. But no, I don't know. I don't need that.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
never
That's very
before you.
sweet.
I never thought about it. I just like
You
kind of.
didn't? You never,
I mean,
and you've
no,
had, you were in
I was
relationships
indifferent.
that never got brought up. I mean, maybe
No,
like not
I
with,
was just indifferent about like it was like one of those things where in Atlanta where I grew up that it was you go to school, you probably marry your high school or college sweetheart, and you're having kids by your early 20s, and if you haven't done all of that, you're so far behind and like kind of like, oh, what's wrong with
yeah,
Steve? He
yeah.
doesn't, he's not engaged or married and doesn't have kids, and he's 30 now. He's 32 now. He's 34, 35 30, now. So I'm 37 now, 38, 37 or 8, one of
I
those
think,
two,
I think,
and
how old are you? Are you 38? I,
37.
I think 7.
Yeah.
I'm 6 years older than you. So
And
yeah, the
so, I
37.
have
I love that we
friends.
both don't know.
Yeah. I have friends that have been married for 15 years now,
Yeah.
17 years. And that is crazy. I have friends that got married in college. I just, yeah, I'd never really thought about it. Like if it were to happen, great. And if not, like, but no, I'm totally fine with it.
Well, and again, this, I know you've been to therapy with me.
The
And
one
this is,
thing, the one thing that is weird is when someone writes an art. I guess people listen to this podcast, and someone writes an article, and my friends and family will send it to me that Charissa Thompson rejects
yeah,
Steven's marriage proposal, and they're like, and people won't send it. I'll just start getting text
yeah.
messages randomly, like, dude, I'm so sorry. Hey, man, are you okay? Like, I can't believe it, dude. I'm sorry. Like, if you need anything, call me. And I'm like, did somebody
Well, wait till the headline comes
die?
out that you just proposed in the conference room. And I said, no, I mean, this is getting
Yeah. Oh,
bad
yeah. This will
in
be
Studio
crazy. But
City.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know if like, did someone die? What happened? And then they'll like send an article. It's like Carissa rejects boyfriend's marriage proposal, and I'm like,
Yeah. Like
can't believe
made up.
everything you read. So
So what I would say to that, and again, going back to that idea of you and I have had these conversations at length, but I think that there's people that listen to this podcast that may be in similar situations as far as like not having kids, as we just had one of the, somebody write in, not having kids or not getting married. So what would you say, or what advice would you give to somebody that was in your position that you're not having kids and you're not getting married because those were my terms that I said entering into this relationship, like those are my non-negotiables. I'm not getting married and I'm not having kids. What advice would you give to people that are in a similar situation? Because those are massive things. I don't want to say to concede to, but to be like, okay, like
yeah, I mean, I didn't just, I felt the same way on both things. I didn't just go, oh yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, yeah, they're two major life moments or things that happen or things your parents and grandparents or great grandparents or family want. So it's like, it's something that put thought into it. And, there's a ton of, I mean, we've gone through some of them, reasons why or why not we've chosen to not do those things. So yeah, I think just put some thought into it. And it's, I don't need, like I said, I don't need a piece of paper to wake up and love you every day. Like nothing would change.
so
I don't
sweet,
think.
Steve.
So
You're not going to get mad at me though in like 10 years when you're like, oh, we'd never had a kid.
I'm keeping it in my back pocket in case like I ever need it. So maybe I'm not going to say I'm not going to get mad in 10 years, but like if I ever, a trump card, if I ever need something to just really get mad about and be like,
you don't make the bed and you never give me kids.
9 years ago when you asked me if we wanted to get married and I said no, well, yeah, I lied. Okay. I lied.
How's that therapy session going to go?
Kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding for anybody. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Yeah.
Joke.
Well,
I don't know if we tell jokes
relax
on this podcast or I don't know how that works.
No, not good ones. Blue Mind Living. Describe each other in 3 words. This is, 3 words. Safe. You make me feel very, very, very safe. I've never had that in a relationship before. There's always been chaos. I've always been in fear of something and just, you make me feel so safe. 2, you're my best friend. So the friendship, as well as loving you. So I know they're not just 3 words. So maybe I can be better with this. Safe, loved, and laughter. I laugh every day, all day with you. And even as an example, The other day, you guys, I have asked Steve multiple times to fix the timer on the lights because they come on, they come on when it gets dark, but the timer's off and I don't know how to fix it. And so the lights are on all day outside. And I'm like, Steve, can you please fix the lights? Okay. So I'm gone and I check on our security cameras and sure enough, the lights that he said he fixed are on. And I text him, I said, so did you ever fix those lights? Because I see that they're still on. To which he doesn't even miss a beat. And he writes back, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Those are love lights. My love for you never goes off. So they stay on 24 hours a day. To which, of course, I then had to laugh hysterically on the other end of the text and be like, this fucking guy's pretty good. Because now I can't be mad at you, but also fix the goddamn lights. But you're very funny and you make me laugh and I love you.
That's lovely. Well, thank you for that. This is great. I hope I come on more often.
Oh, yeah. You know, who
really
needs
great.
Therapy when you have the Calm Down podcast,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. It is true.
So 3 words to describe me. You can be quick because, you know, you've already said how much you love me. Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
For sure. You've been through a lot and you've come out the other side of all of it. So I think strong is an appropriate term to describe you.
Thank you.
First and foremost. Confident. It's a good thing. Yeah. For me, it's a good thing. If you weren't, I just wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that about you. Strong, confident, and the third word to describe you is, I mean, you're low key very funny. I would say beautiful, but not
low
like
key. What do you mean low key?
I don't feel like you don't get enough credit for how funny you are.
Oh,
but I'm
you.
not. I'm
From
not going to
you,
use
I
that
don't get
because I feel
enough
like
credit.
funny is like kind of a cop out. It's like, whoa, you're funny. Yeah, we know you're funny. I would say beautiful. Obviously, physically beautiful, but I think your personality is. You have a really. You're so sweet and kind to everyone, like overly sweet and kind and caring. So I think all 3 of those words wrapped up.
You know,
like,
this podcast is really great for us. This is really
we've
great.
Talked about this, like with the gifts and things. Like,
oh yeah, you don't like
some
that.
of you that listen that never sent those thank you notes off the list this year. So when nothing shows up, don't think it got lost.
Steve has a whole bit, you guys.
The spreadsheet.
That he thinks I buy too many gifts for people. And he said I should only buy gifts for people that buy me a gift. But that's not how it works.
No. Time out. Rewind that. 3, 2. I said you should only buy gifts for people that say thank you. If you buy a gift for someone and they don't acknowledge it,
okay,
I think they should be off the list.
Well, maybe I'm not acknowledging people that send me gifts because you're not picking up packages. No, you're not picking up packages. The neighbors are stealing the packages. And now I'm the person that you don't like because I can't say thank you for the gift that's sent because you're walking on by them.
It's not about liking or not liking. It's about if you can't take the time to say thank you when someone sends you a gift, I think you should be off the gifting list.
That's true. Okay, we got a question from Lauren Powers. How did Steve and Matthew meet? Did y'all hang out? For those of you that don't know, Matthew and Kelly Stafford introduced me to Steve. So how did you and Matthew meet, Steve?
Yeah, we met in college. I was Matthew's wife, Kelly. I was dating one of her friends in college, so we met through that.
I was wondering if you were going to include that part because that's an important part.
I mean, Calm Down podcast is all about telling the truth.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's your guys' tagline, but it was. I was dating one of Kelly's lifelong best friends. We met that way. So
one of the twins. I can't wait to meet them, by the way.
Yeah,
we're overdue for a Georgia reunion.
Yeah,
I'm just inserting myself.
Yeah, sure. Come anytime.
Sorry. Go ahead. You met through Kelly's friend, yes, who you were dating, and then
and we've all been friends ever since. So it's been, I think we're going on 20 years now. No, 17, 18, 19 years, somewhere around there. So we've got a great group of friends. We've all been really close since then. And even before, it's really cool that, that's when Matthew and I met. But a lot of my friends from high school are also in our friend group. And Matthew's friends from high school are also in our friend group. So it's really cool how all of us have kind of been close for a long time now.
Also, I don't know. You don't include. You wouldn't because that's not who you are. Be like, well, I also played football. You played football at Georgia Southern, That's how you ended up, right? Like in that same. How far is Georgia Southern from Georgia, where Matthew and Kelly went?
2.5 to 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's like typical to like have friends in both places?
Yeah.
Not low places. That's a different song. I love Garth Brooks. Okay. Last but not least for our pregame questions, One Tan Hand. What a name, by the way. How about that handle? Which also brings up one point when Steve and I first started hanging out, he would say these crazy expressions. There we go. There's the face. And I would write them down because I thought they were, in fact, I might still have the list. Let me look for it while I explain my story.
Okay, let's go back to One Tan Hand. What does the profile picture look like? Is the hand actually that tan?
Steve, I'd have to go back 3 years for this thing. Steve would say ridiculous things like, I'm always so tan. We can only take pictures in black and white. What?
I mean, you were pale at the time.
I'm pale right now. I don't know what this color is.
You were pale at the time.
So that's what he would say. The other one is, my ex-girlfriend's a fitness model. What? Oh, that's not something you say to the new girlfriend.
Yeah,
as
here we go.
Eating.
Where's the therapist?
Okay, so you would wait till I find this list. I would write these things down because they were so wild and just without any context. You're like, who is this guy? Anyways, I'm finding the list. I won't waste our time right now looking for it, but it was very funny. So One Tan Hand says, what is Steve's favorite thing about ranch life?
My favorite thing about ranch life is it's a place that we can be together and just relax. Like no one can find us. It's just kind of, usually
off the grid.
Yeah, off the grid. It's just us up there, and it's kind of just our place to get away from everything. We both run 1,000 miles an hour, seemingly nonstop. So when we're up there, it's nice to be able to slow down and relax.
My favorite thing about being up there is, yes, slowing down, but also seeing you with all the animals, because I've always had a love for animals. I've always loved dogs. I've always had a thing of, wanting to have as many animals as possible. So when I first met Steve, he didn't tell me this, but he didn't tell me this at the time, that he didn't really love dogs.
Oh,
and so
terrified. I was terrified of dogs.
When he came over, and anyone that knows my 2 dogs that are with me full time in Los Angeles, Willis and Daisy, they're not the friendliest dogs. They, at first, because they protect the house, they protect me, and they're a German Shepherd and a Husky. And so they're very a lot if you walk up to them and they don't know you. So the first time Steve came over, he didn't even say that he didn't like dogs. And I was like, okay, so my dogs are a little aggressive, but they're probably going to lose their shit and bark at you, but it's okay. We walk around the back side of the house to the gate. No dog barks. No one, they don't make a sound. And I'm looking and I'm like, are you guys okay? What's wrong? Literally did not bark at Steve. And I was like, maybe that was the first moment I loved you, because I believe that dogs know energy of people. And even though you were terrified, they probably sensed that you were such a good person. So they didn't bark. And any other person would have been like, rah, 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 like Cujo on the other side of the fence. So you walked the dogs, which at that point you'd never walked a dog, right?
I mean, no, not really. No.
And
I was terrified, but I was trying to be cool.
Right, trying to be cool. And he called the leashes strings. He's like, what are these? Are these their strings that they walk with? And I'm like, well, they're called leashes. So you had your baseline was 0 with dog interaction. And then fast forward to, you tell me the backstory on why you didn't like dogs. You had something traumatic happen to you when you were younger. You saw a dog hurt somebody. Okay, we get it. But now you have 7 dogs, you have cows, you have a horse, you have pigs, you have a sheep and cats and everything. And so I think it's the way that you love the animals and that they love you that I enjoy the most.
I love that. Ranch. Call me Steve Irwin. Was he an animal guy? He was.
I know. Yes. But Bindi, his daughter, she's amazing. Okay. So we're going to play a quick game. Then I'm going to let you go because I know you have to get back to work. And again, if I haven't said it, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to fill in for Erin on the Calm Down podcast. All right. So
this is literally one of the greatest days of my life. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
You know what? I think this is really good for our relationship.
Honor of a lifetime.
Like, we've been really telling each other a lot of like how much
I
we love
know.
each other and
Can
how
we get a
great this
recording
is.
of this?
This is
When does this come out?
adorable. Like, subscribe, and listen to the podcast.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.